Good morning and welcome to today's 10 Minutes to Win It. I just realized I don't have my mic set up, but hey, that's okay. We're going to just roll with it today. It's the day after a holiday, so I am still kind of in holiday mode over here with setting up my computer and coming live with you. So no microphone. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me just pop in here and make sure you can before I just keep talking to myself over here. Let's see. Am I live? I'm live. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Awesome. If there's an echo, I apologize. I guess it's a good opportunity to see when I'm in this room what's better, with the mic or without the mic. It's all about testing, right? So I hope you all had a great holiday weekend and you got some relaxation in, some family time, some fun time, some sun time. I know I did, and I am all re-energized now for an awesome week. This is also the last week of school for my kiddos. So they are finishing up. They're back to school today, and I found out yesterday it's a half day. So I got to rearrange some things in my work schedule in order to be able to pick up my daughter at noon or 11:45 like she needed to. So I got to reschedule some appointments because it's happening all week this week. Very, very interesting. But Thursday's our last day of school, and I think I am actually more excited about summer. I am excited about the 3 to 4 hours a day of not having to drive and do pickup between the two schools and the two kids. I don't know about y'all. I'm also excited because we have amazing weather. It is hot here, but I also am excited to go be doing some fun things outdoors with them. So I thought when I was coming into today's session, I was like, what can we talk about that would be valuable? So for me, I know with summer coming, I typically have anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a day to work as it is, 4 hours in a lump time during the school year because of drop off and pickup. And sometimes I'll get up early in the morning and work, and sometimes I'll work in the evening. But that being said, with the summertime coming, I would really like to work less and still create more, so I can spend some time with my kids while they're home because they're getting older. My daughter's a freshman in high school. She's moving into her sophomore year, and my son's in 8th grade. He's moving into 8th grade. He's leaving 7th grade, moving into 8th grade. So they're getting older. They're becoming more independent. They want to spend more time with their friends. So I would like to create this time this summer to spend a lot of time with them, but also getting things accomplished in my business. So how can we be more productive? And last week, I know I talked about, so there's two things I want to touch on today. One is, I know we've talked about goal setting, but unless you know where you want to go, it's going to be really hard to figure out what to prioritize to be highly productive if you don't know what your goals are for that specific week. And in order to do that, you need to know what your big goals are for the year and then break them down monthly. So moving into this season, into summer, this next quarter, what are your quarterly goals for the next few months? And for me, we get to get clear on those because I want to be able to accomplish the goals, but also I want to be able to have the time freedom to have fun along the way this summer. So what does that look like for you? What are your quarterly goals inside of your business, and what can you prioritize in order to make those happen? And what can you hand off? What can you delegate to someone else that can better do those things than you can do? Because in our business, we can and tend to tackle things that we'd have to learn or would take us 2 to 3 to 4 times longer to accomplish than say someone would take someone else maybe 30 minutes to an hour could end up taking us 3 to 4 hours or even days because we don't really know what we're doing. We can't do it as proficiently or as well as somebody else that could do it. So what are those things that need you to handle them? And what are those things that you can hand off so you can get your time freedom back and possibly create more while you actually doing less? The other thing I want to talk about is I talked about it last week, and it's really helpful to be decluttering. What are you spending a lot of time on to find things or that you're doing that if you cleaned up your space or cleaned up that specific thing, you would be able to move through that a lot faster. So one is prioritizing the tasks that you need to be handling, delegating the tasks that you don't need to be handling. And that could look like a VA for you. Is there someone that you can bring in, even if you are on a really tight budget? What does that budget look like? And how much can you invest in even if it's just one thing, handing one thing off to someone else would be highly supportive for you. Even if it's $40 to $50 a week, right? Maybe you're paying somebody that because they are a VA, they work for a number of different people, and you are handing off one specific task that they can take away from you for the month, but you're paying them a small amount of money to do that for you. Maybe it's something in your house that you need to release. Maybe it's laundry, or it's, cleaning up, and, having someone come in maybe even once a month to clean, if that's going to give you your time back, and create more space for you to create more clients and more business inside of your business in order to be able to pay them to do those things. So I hope this supported you today. As especially if you're a single mama running a business, I feel you. And I know that you are like me and wanting to spend time with your kids and not always being in the rat race of working and making the dollar in order to provide. So if you're in that space, what can you prioritize that is going to give you more time to focus on the things that are revenue generating for your business versus sucking your time, energy, and not creating any revenue? You should be focused on the revenue generating activities. Is that promoting? Is that putting out your messaging and your content? Is that getting on phone calls with clients? Is that creating consult calls inside of your business? What is it that's going to drive the revenue inside of your business? I know for a lot of businesses out there, they're struggling to get business and to get new customers and clients. And what's one thing we need to be doing? We need to be asking for referrals from our current clients and customers, and also driving new clients and customers into our business as well to keep that revenue coming in. So I hope this supported you today. How can you prioritize? What are the goals that you have for yourself for this coming quarter? And what tasks are you going to prioritize to make sure that you are accomplishing them? And what are the things that you can focus on that are revenue producing and generating, and delegating the other tasks that you don't need to be handling because you're generating more revenue, so you can pay someone else to handle the things that you don't need to be handling that are, say, not in your zone of genius, right? Not in your wheelhouse, and you can pass that off. And because you're spending time on the things that are generating more revenue, so you can easily pay that person. So I hope this supported you today. Have an amazing day. Happy Tuesday. And I will see you tomorrow for another 10 minutes to win it. Ciao.